Bring it back.
Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Ostriv. I'm Evo Loz, and today this is episode 8. So, if you remember last time, we were busy getting all of our food in. We collected our food as we hit the winter. We got a large excess of food here. We had 23 potatoes, 12 wheat, which is slowly being milled to flour. And that sort of made us really safe over the winter. We're about halfway through winter now, and we've still got a massive amount of food left. Our population fully recovered and has now grown even further, so we've now got 33 people, 24 of whom are adults. The bridge project is still being built, and we have established a sunflower farm, or what will be the sunflower farm next year. Convert that field to a sunflower field. And we're also building an oil workshop, which is useful for turning, I think it turns sunflowers from, yes, produces oil from sunflower seeds. And it's that oil I think we're then going to try and sell on to some of the other nearby cities through the trade menu, which we sort of dangerously explored last time. So let's have a look how things are going elsewhere. So I think most of our workers are currently assigned building this oil workshop. Just waiting on clay at the moment to build the walls. Some builders have been assigned, so they should get there shortly. The foresters. I think this field which I constructed required some trees removing, which were in the way for the field. I think that's basically been assigned to the task of the foresters, who are now working together to remove those trees, which is excellent, just what we want. The walls are flying up here, which is good, just needs more clay. Not quite, a couple more pieces, and then hopefully that'll be enough clay to finish that oil workshop. And then they should hopefully be able to get the bridge finished soon, since it really is nearly there. It just needs like a little bit of banister left doing for it, and then we can build up our tannery island in the middle of the river. How are they getting on with moving? Oh yeah, another tree's been chopped down there, look, they just haven't collected it yet. They obviously took a break as they were collecting it. Plenty of stores of hay, slowly being used by the cowshed, but not a lot. Plenty of potatoes still, as we're now heading well into February. By the time we hit, I don't know if the snow clears in March or at the end of March, can't remember. Either way, we're well stocked for food. So we now have our oil workshop finished, which is good. Hopefully some more workers will get assigned to this wooden bridge. Oops, I don't think it's missing anything. Let's check our resources briefly. Still a reasonable amount of nails, although we'll assign another worker to the blacksmith once it becomes available, so we can produce a few more nails. Hopefully some of the richer houses are getting a bit of a better variety of food. Yeah, fish, potato and flour. Water and firewood. Some of the poor families are still pretty poor, which is a worry. I do worry that wealth may become an issue, where some of the people can't really afford to eat. I'm not sure why this one has paused. Stalled, it says. And really, I think it just only needs one piece of wood, as far as I can tell. And there's plenty of wood available. The miller is still working through the wheat. Takes him quite a while. Might have to build a second mill maybe. I don't know if it's still in stock. Still a reasonable amount of flour stored at the two stalls, so not a problem at the moment. Yes, so the snow is starting to melt. We'll soon be able to fish again. Probably don't need quite so many people fishing now as we did previously. Yes, we've got people looking for a job, but this bridge just will not be finished. I wonder why. Okay, well, if people are looking for jobs, they might as well start construction on another house. We'll have this house on this side of by the river, on this side of the field, like that. Someone's going to have a very nice house. It should give the builder something to do. So it's March, we're back into March. We'll assign, or we could not assign anyone to fishing and just have everyone ploughing, or the farmers are straight out, which is excellent. So we want to add some workers here really. So we want to try and add, well, we'll try and have one worker at the farm and activate 2 sunflower fields. Obviously there isn't a plough currently available at this farm, which could be a problem. Plough, so they've just skipped ploughing. So it just reduces the quality of the field, I believe. Ultimately, once I get more cows ordered, then we'll get another plough for this field. So that's one field ploughed, which they're now seeding. Doesn't need quite so many labourers at the moment, since most of the work is being done just by the ploughing at the moment. So they're now working on ploughing the next field. Yep, they are. Still 2 trees into this field and he's ready. So that field is sown, and that field is almost ready to be sown. Excellent, that's what we want, and this field is being ploughed, brilliant. They're sowing potatoes in that field, all the labourers are coming in to help now, which is good because it provides employment to everyone, because this is getting poorer and poorer. I don't know why he's unemployed given the amount of work that is currently available. Labourers are getting resources to site. I still don't understand why this can't be finished off, this bridge. I think that might be a little bit of a game bug there, unfortunately. The clay for the walls of the house, and the final field that needs to be ploughed is being ploughed, and the others being sown. So both sunflower fields are now planted. Good. So they'll get harvested and turned into sunflower oil by the end of the year. Final field is being ploughed, and then everything will be planted again. And since we've still got a vast excess of food from last year, you know, we really are going to be well ahead of the game. By the time we get to winter this year, we're going to have so much food available. So a new family's moved in. Gives us a few more workers, hopefully, although not enough to work on that flipping bridge there, which is annoying. So we've got someone assigned there. We've got a thatcher assigned. Assigned there. No one at the carpenters. Nothing ordered. No, well, there wouldn't be. People assigned there. People assigned at the farm. A woman assigned at the farm there. No one at the oil workshop yet, because obviously there's no need to. There's still an excess of wheat that needs to be processed. Everyone's sowing over here. Good, good, good. Don't get this bridge. I was looking what else we need to build. Well, we could do a lot of the tailor's stuff around here maybe. Let's have a look at building a tannery on the edge here. Like, no, not rotate that much. There. So our settlement sort of has really developed into 2 parts. We've got like the housing side over here, and then we've got the sort of more of the farming and industry side over this part of the town. Still need to build more housing though, which is another problem. Just leave that paused for a while. Oh, I can just see the sunflower starting to come through. Hopefully going to make us lots of money, because our money is continually going down, so that is something we do have to bear in mind, that we are making losses year on year. We have to be careful of that. Tannery is being built, which is good. Also look where we're going to build more houses. I think we've got so much room behind the in this new forest area that's been cleared. We may as well build this way a little bit. So we'll add a house there. Let's have this one the other way around so they're facing each other. Like that. It makes probably life a little bit harder for the foresters who've now got to walk between someone's house carrying the wood, but still will look good and makes use of the space to near the heart of the village, which is where I want to try and keep the bulk of the houses. Thatcher is full, so no need for him to do anything. How do these people do? These are my stereotypical poor people, or who are doing okay actually for wages, it seems. And other newish families here, yeah, they're immediately more wealthy. These are fairly poor, considering they're one of the early houses. Obviously, the town mayor is still by far the richest person in the village. Okay, we're starting to see the wheat come through and the potatoes are growing. It's all very good. Wow, sunflowers have really started to grow. Oh, they even look like sunflowers. I guess they're not going to grow so much because I skipped ploughing, although they did get planted pretty early on, so that may help. Doesn't look like we're going to get any extra livestock. No, I don't think so. So we're going to have to order them, which is a pain, but there we go. How's this tannery doing? Yeah. Collecting clay just for all the walls. It's going to have clay walls all the way around. It's going to take them a while to do that. And they've still got 2 houses to build. So plenty of employment to keep people busy. Frankly, I don't know quite what everyone's doing. I don't know where everyone is. Still plenty of potatoes, so that's not a problem. Wheat's gone down a little bit, but not too bad. Not that much flour available. It obviously keeps getting brought up fairly quickly. As soon as it gets milled, I'll work her over here. Nice to see the tannery coming on. So what goes with the tannery is going to be the other. Where was I? So tannery, carpenter, no, shoemaker is what we want. Yeah, always a diddy little workshop. So we can place that there. Nice little complex of buildings around there. I don't know if yeah, so the tannery. I wonder if the tannery is going to need tanning vats or anything like that, or if it's just all going to be done inside. Obviously, originally I was going to do it on the other side of the river, but considering for some reason the bridges just stopped working, I don't know what I can do about that. So we're heading into May, pretty late May. We'll soon be in into the sort of height of summer in June everything. I hope you've sort of been enjoying this video series, guys. I know I've still got a lot of work to do on my style of commentary. A lot to still be improved, but I haven't been doing this a couple of months and it's all been sort of a bit of a learning curve. Hopefully the sound is now a little bit better than it used to be on some of my early videos, and hopefully at least the content is sort of vaguely exciting. I've sort of been enjoying doing the Ostriv series because I've been quite enjoying playing the game. I did think it was all going to go wrong over winter, and it very nearly did, obviously, in episode 5 and 6, where we completely ran out of food and nearly starved. But things are looking up a little bit better now. I've really just starting to grow. I'd like to get up to at least a couple of hundred people before we stop the series. If there's anything you'd specifically like me to do, or to build, or to design, or that sort of thing, let me know. Happy to incorporate viewers' ideas into the videos. Obviously these 2 houses are soon going to be finished, and that will add more people into our population, which will be good. Our tannery is now built. We can hire a worker there, I suppose, can't we? Because We have got 3 hides from some of the cows we had to kill over winter when we had that problem. What I don't know is how you, if these breed with each other very successfully, or if you're supposed to have a lot more ox to bulls. I just don't know. Fortunately, my cattle breeding knowledge is limited, so if anyone knows how this works to produce more cows, not in graphic detail but in technical game detail, I would be interested to know. I think that's a house finished. Yes, it's given us more people. We've got 2 children, a son and a daughter. It's a lot to look after. They need to find employment pretty quickly. And the second house is nearly finished as well. And then after that they can start construction on the shoemaker's workshop. Then it's going to be mostly a case, I think, of focusing on expanding housing more and more. We could fit another house here in the row. Oops. Even terrain. No, they doesn't like it. No, cannot build a house there. Where else have we got that sort of free land which we could have a house built on? It wouldn't look too out of place. So you don't want to venture too far that way. Maybe we should continue sort of along with the sort of shoreline type house placement. No, have it that way. Have another one. Oh, uneven terrain. Yeah. About. Well, let's turn it about then. We'll have it that way. Okay. Place another house there. I'm annoyed my bridge is not working. I think we're just going to have to demolish this bridge. If I click undo, just trying to get it back to working again, but for some reason it just seems to have completely died a death in terms of stalled. I think they just can't maybe access that point. Maybe that's the problem, or something like that. It's prohibiting them from using it. So that's the first sort of major bug really then I've found in the game, is that bridge building. But I mean, we've got patch 4 or build 4, alpha 1 build 4 is supposed to be coming out soon, which is going to add sort of proper intricate warehousing, something to look forward to. I think that's going to be out shortly in the next couple of weeks, so that'll be good. And hopefully that'll fix a few of the other sort of main game bugs as well. So our sunflowers are growing well. It's now July. The rest of our crops aren't doing too badly either. The wheat is starting to grow well. Supplies wise, doing pretty well. Still plenty of potatoes. How much wheat have we got? Yeah, still a reasonable amount of wheat, and still flour for sale on the stalls. Even some fish stored and for sale on the stalls. Just obviously not in that much demand. We've got no one assigned as fishermen at the moment because there's enough open vacancies to keep everyone going. Everyone's currently working on the shoemaker's shop. It should fly up reasonably quickly. Just needs people to bring more clay to it. There's probably one problem, is the lack of carts. So that's something we could build, is another cart park. I don't know if you have to order the carts, whether that maybe is where the carpenter is going to come in. But we should perhaps build another cart park down here. Sort of on the edge, it's almost a tag-on building here. So let's order 4 more carts, so presumably they're going to be from the carpenters. So we'll assign a worker into the carpenter's shop. Particularly now we've got some more people moved into the village there. And he can start work building carts for the cart park. Because I think the lack of carts may be starting to hold things up now. There we go, another one built. Flying down. Oh. It disappeared. Whether that means someone's taken it immediately, I'm not sure. At some point I'll take this bridge down when I get a chance, but I think workers actually have to go and dismantle it rather than actually it gets debuilt. rather than just click demolish, you know, like in many games. Has he got a second cart there yet? No, he hasn't. He's taking his second cart over now, I think. But he's having to deliver himself with some wood first, I think, by the looks of it. Oh, there we go, there is a cart there now. And it's the shoemaker's shop will be done shortly. A little bit more clay to finish off the walls, and then that will be finished. And then we can use our newly stored leather to make some shoes. So that'll probably do for this episode, guys. We've pretty much got all our crops sort of heading towards harvest time. Come August, I think we'll start to expect them to be harvesting again. Started construction on our second cart shop. I think that's something I should have done earlier. I just didn't really think about it. So I'd recommend you do that once you start to get a larger village, because I think only having 3 carts is kind of prohibiting how much labouring and carrying can be done. And we are looking in pretty good shape. 46 people. We've grown a lot this episode. So I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, guys, please like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you'd like to see in future episodes. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.